Gentrification. My name is Zapata-Aguilar, José Apolinar. Welcome my conference. A country's economic activity depends on the ability to exchange goods, generally with promote investment. Governments, for its part, in a fundamental economic activity for any country, especially for those destinations that have natural resource and attraction that make them different and unique. As more tourists visit a place, investors become interested in opening business to offer tourist service, thereby increasing economic activity, improvements to a place infrastructure, including public service, restoration of buildings and monuments, creation of the green spaces, among others, increase places market value. This research consists in a theoretical analysis and of the great gratification is and its manifestations in Mexico. The research study was carried out in the three phases. The first phase consists of research of the phenomenon of gentrification, its causes and effects. From a global perspective, the research was applied to gentrification in Mexico. The second phase consists in the selecting two cities in Mexico that are facing a phenomenon of gentrification to investigate how this impaired the population and dynamic with the cities. And the third phase is the conclusion about between two cities, Mérida, Yucatán, Mexico, and San Miguel Allende, Mexico. Talk about the results in the research. The gentrification is a social phenomenon that gained importance worldwide. As cities grow in the line with the population growth, and wide in the way population centers are concentrated. In order to urbanize cities, the state invents large amounts of the economic resource in their modernization and development, achieving the renovation of these public spaces. Cities become more comfortable and safer, and with greater demand for products and services, they begin to attract business. Real estate agencies immediately begin to trade of housing. Soon its use begins to change in many cases, from residential homes to business premises. The causes of gentrification include the renovation of the public spaces to make them more attractive, than arrival of private investment in the front of business and new residents. The attractiveness of the localization and legal or political conditions that facilitate land use change. The effects of the gentrification include the displacement of native inhabitants to other places due to their inability to remain renovate a more expensive area. The increase in regulation costs for displaced inhabitants and demand for public service in the new places they will inhabit. The phenomenon has been occurring for decades around the world in the cities such as Berlin, London, New York, and Barcelona. Attempts to curb it have been futile, and economic power has prevailed in most cases. The displacement of native inhabitants to other places, the vast majority, or from the places for origin, has meant that Germany, for example, displaced people or opting for other houses alternatives such as micro houses or tiny houses with small dwellings with compact spaces in which a couple of people can live comfortable. The results, their authors' statements are evidenced by the large investment made in Yucatan since 2000 in tourism, both by the Yucatan State government and the Mérida City Council, the renovation of the historic center of the city of Mérida, Yucatan, Mexico, which include the redesign of the main park, as well as a replacement of traditional pavement with hydraulic concrete and installation of smart traffic lights with sound for the blind, among other things, made Merida, Yucatan, Mexico not only an attractive place for the tourists, but also a place to live. There was in a imminent influx of capital, including retired American and Canadian citizens who decide to live in Merida, Yucatan, Mexico, as well as domestic foreign investor uh, who post homes to rent. They know that through digital platforms or such as Airbnb, or the offer the commercial premises for the businessmen. According to Navarrete 2022, the migration of the male fur gains to San Miguel Allende, Guanajuato, Mexico, is the true the fate their chose for place that of many of life associate with environment values such as good climate, where there are not very cold winters of extremely hot summers with low prices, uh, proximity to country and the neutral with a strong culture that allows them enjoy the traditional custom of the place, the cuisine, and the make most of their leisure time. In San Miguel Allende, Guanajuato, Mexico, the property market has been dollarized. Prepare rental sale prices have been in US dollars with the local investor and for gain capital practicing with the purchase properties and for rent or agent or digital platform. This has both the touristification of the city. Uh, Something similar is between San Miguel de Allende, Guanajuato, Mexico, and Mérida, Yucatan, Mexico. Both cities are colonial and have buildings of high heritage value, a culture rich in traditions, and preserve the tranquility and the beauty of the province. They are surrounded by natural and enjoy favorable climatic conditions throughout the year. Atu is the warmth of the people and access to public service to make visitors stays more comfortable. They are attractive city for tourists. They offer accommodation, food, transport, entertainment, and other services that are not only of the good quality, but also accessible for both local and foreign visitors. Conclusions about this research, the gentrification is a social phenomenon which, as the population grows, the environment is transformed, giving rise to new forms to coexisting, shape the culture and interest in inhabitants. For against visitors appreciate the tranquility and the friendliness of the places that are often a mix of the quality services and good prices that they can offer in their income, in addition to culture rich in traditions and ways to live that they enjoy experience. But San Miguel Allende, Guanajuato, Mexico, and Mérida, Yucatan, Mexico have invaluable attractions associated with their cultural heritage, including buildings, monuments, and gastronomy, among others, which made them unique and attractive.